What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We have a great video for you guys today where we show you how to make a perfect, attractive, and easy thumbnail without the use of Photoshop and without any skills required in extreme graphic editing or anything like that. So you can have yourself a perfectly designed thumbnail in 5 minutes or less, and we're going to show you that today. Alright guys, so I'm going to break down exactly how we're going to build a thumbnail today. Perfect thumbnail to increase your viewer and subscriber count and your clickable videos. Now there's 3 apps that are required. I will link them in the description below for you guys, but I will break down how to make a thumbnail today, and it's going to start off with these 3 apps: Resizer, top left, Phonto in the middle at the top, and the Resizer. Phonto is the heart of the creation of the thumbnail. Resizer helps you get the exact details you want out of specific pictures, and the Resizer just helps you create effectively sized thumbnails so that they don't get distorted in the YouTube engine. So to start off, I'm going to show you how to get your content to use in your thumbnails. Now, copyrights have been an issue. YouTube's terms of service has said that, you know, copyrights within thumbnails is a gray area, and that it's not strictly against copyright to just use it as a thumbnail. I tend to just err on the side of caution and stay away from it by going to Google, typing in Google Advanced Image Search. It'll be the first one underneath. Open up this page, and let's just type in sunburst backgrounds. That's a very popular one on YouTube. Sunburst background. Okay, scroll to the bottom of the advanced search and you can see usage rights. Click the bottom one, free to use, share, modify, even commercially. That's going to clear you. Make sure all of these are usable. And let's just, for example, we don't know the size of these photos. It doesn't matter. That's why the resize is there. Let's save this one. This one looks good. Nice little dark background that we can contrast with some colorful, you know, smiley faces or whatnot. And we're gonna save that. Now, to get our background ready, we are going to go to the Resizer app and add the new photo we got from our camera roll, and we are going to resize. As you can see here, it's currently 920 by 1080. Just to be safe, I always resize it to YouTube's recommended size, which is 1280. I unclick the link in the middle just in case it's not 16 by 9. This one was, so it wouldn't have mattered. But 16 by 9 ratio for this one would be 1280 by 720. That is recommended by YouTube. Then you can lock it, and that's what you want to keep your pictures at. Then you click OK at the top. It resized it to the appropriate size. And now to save this image, you click done, and then the down arrow on the bottom right, and save image. That's going to save it back to my camera roll at this resolution, and we're ready to get going on the actual thumbnail. So we come to Phonto, and we click on the camera at the bottom. Okay, the camera in the middle at the bottom. You go to photo albums, and you go to the recent background that you resized. Click done at the top right. Actually, what you can do if you want to use the same background twice for different thumbnails, at the bottom here there's a couple different filters you can put it through, black and white filters, just kind of some information for you there. We're just gonna use the regular one for now. And now we need something to put on it, right? We need some images, some flashy images to put on it. So we go back to Google, and we can use the same method that we used to find this with the copyright free section. And let's just type in, what do you guys want to see? Thumbnails. Let's say, I don't know, you can search smiley face, transparent. Transparent will skip the eraser process. That's why we have that eraser app. And to be sure that it's transparent, you just click the image, and it's hard to see on my screen. On yours it's hard to see, but on mine there's a checkered white and gray checkered background behind the image. If you see that on Google, you know it's a transparent background and you will not need to erase anything. But for the sake of this video, let's get one that we do need to do some erasing on. For instance, let's use Doom dolls, like my last Doom video that I made. Doom dolls 2016. Trying to find something I can use for this specific thing. Like I didn't add earlier, for in-game renders you don't have to use the filtered licenses. You can just use in-game renders because it's part of the video game that you're already streaming, so the copyrights are already established in terms of those. So let's do, you can look for image that has good contrast. Some of these are very close to green and the green. We'll try it just to see if it'll work. But what you can do is get this image, and now let's say I just want to use the hands and the doll from that specific image. Well, I would go to erase, and I would click on load at the top left, and then I would find my Doom image that I want to use. And now I just want the arms and the doll. I don't want the background. So I go to erase. Okay, this is going to activate the program. And now there's different settings here. Auto and color are very similar. They get rid of large sections. Auto tries to find the definitive lines, the edges, so it'll try to locate the edge of the arm from the background and do it on its own. But the problem is my color threshold's at 99. It ends up getting it's hard to find those contrasts. So as you can see, when I lower it, it starts to come back and find those lines. So there we go. You see the lines are all gone from his arm there. You can use the same thing with color, but color will pick more of the yellow to the green differences, or the orange to the green differences on the background there, whereas auto tries to find the definitive lines. But see how we're missing a piece from the doll's head, so we got to kind of lower the threshold a little bit more, get our doll back. Oh, there it disappeared. If you do that, just hit undo at the bottom right, and you can slowly try to pick away at once you find a good color threshold, kind of pick away from the outside in. Oh, we lost a little bit there. But another method to add on to it is you can go to manual and increase your radius size. You can see there my eraser's getting bigger, and you can and your offset, it's where your thumb goes from where the eraser is. The eraser's on the top, the thumb's on the bottom. So I have my offset so I can see what I'm doing. You can erase the background too manually. Try to get it close before you start using auto erase. That's one method I've used for this app. Helps me out. And then you want to you can even do the manual in tight. You can zoom in, go back to manual, decrease your eraser size. You can even just come really close here. Try to show you how. I've done this for a few images before. Sometimes I know you want to do the auto, click zoom to move. You have to click zoom to move the image. You can just follow the curvature of the piece of the image that you want. Okay. And you can just get rid of, like I said, you can be really detailed. And don't worry about too much about the edges. I'll show you how to fix up those edges later. Try to get it as close as you can without erasing the content that you want. Okay. Then just for time's sake, let's go back to auto, get rid of this. Try to speed. When the color is drastically different, you can raise the color threshold, but if it's like this one's going to get rid of some of that darkness. So color threshold, lower it for the similar colors, raise it for the different colors that I just put there. Yellow will get rid of that very easily. Alright, now just for the sake of the video, let's just say that was good enough, okay? I clicked done. Let's say I went through the whole image and I did it, I did it more perfect on the right side there. When I'm done, I can feather the images just a little bit there. What this does is it kind of smooths. If I do it drastically, you can see how it smoothed the edges out there. Actually, for the amount that I missed, it actually got rid of a lot of the excess. But when you do a good job, you don't have to feather it as much. You just feather it just a tad to try to get rid of those harsh edges that you made. And then all you're going to do is once you give a good feathering, you can just click save. Save as transparent, and that'll save to your camera roll. Okay, and now go back to Phonto. Your image will be there. Now to add an image on top, you have to click the bottom left here and then click add image. If you do otherwise, down at the bottom, it's just going to replace your background. So go to camera roll, the image we just fixed up, and you can put it, obviously it's a dark background, it's not going to look as good as I thought, but you can just put your, your new parent on. Remember that anything below the image or outside the image borders won't get saved if you click save, so keep it in your background. And then you can add text. Hold your thumb down, click add text, and say, let's just say like epic, okay? Put him up there in the top corner. You can click on it and you can resize it with the size bar here. And the one thing I like about this app is the abilities to do with text. And tilt works for images or text. It works for all of the above. I'm not gonna wait. On style, text is the text color. Let's go with the pink model. And then stroke is the outline of the text. That's going to make it a good contrast. The width of the stroke. If you don't like that specific blue, you can lower the blue amount and create your own custom colors. But I like that. I think that looks really good. You can even go up here to style, spacing. You can increase the letter spacing between your text, your curve. You can add some curve to it if you want. A lot of great features that you can play with. Shadow, get like a red shadow in the background. Increase the alpha, makes it stronger. Increase the blur, distorts it. A lot of really good things. But we're just gonna stick with the pink with the stroke of teal here. Add a little bit of width to it. Put that in the top right corner and keep it all in the image. And let's just say that's a thumbnail that I want. I would obviously go a little bit further to make it more attractive and not have a dark background with a dark foreground like that. But just to show you guys how to do it, that's how I play around with it. You get some great text styles. If you want to see all the fonts, you click on font. Look at the amount of fonts you have to work with. You can go with this epic signature type font. There's just endless results. And then when you're done, you can just click the bottom right here and then go to save image. That'll save it to your camera roll, and all you do is go to your photos, go to your most recent edition, which is your thumbnail, and then go to the bottom left and email it to yourself in an email, and then go on your computer and you have your next epic thumbnail. That is my method of doing thumbnails. Like I said, you can make one in under 5 minutes. I know the video is 11 because I was explaining it, but if you're uploading your video, you can jump on these 3 apps, make a thumbnail really quick that you like, and then upload it to your email and get it onto your YouTube video before it's done uploading. So that's my method. I hope you guys learned a lot. I hope it helps you guys, and just it makes it very comfortable and easy without having a lot of Photoshop skills in order to make very attractive thumbnails for your videos. So if you guys learned something, definitely hit the thumb up button, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We're gonna have more tutorial videos like this along with our gaming videos, but I want to share my my methods with you guys so that it simplifies your quest in becoming a YouTuber yourself. So as always guys, stay on the bean, you do you, live life your way, because that's the way it's meant to be. Here's your beauties today, just to kind of help you guys out in searching for your Pokemon and just being more effective trainers altogether. So let's do this. Number 1, we got an Eevee just hanging out here right